Hey, what's up, everybody at RedState? I am here with the Charlie Kirk. My God, man! Like, you look at what you have done, what you've created. I've been in awe. This is my third conference, TPUSA conference. The first one I went to was YWLS, and I was even talking with Alex Clark about it. I was kind of blown away by the attitude that y'all struck there. Y'all have a talent of speaking to young people in a way that the Republican Party has thus far been unable to nail down. And in such a way, you're still there with the values and everything that conservatives love and respect, but y'all managed to strike that tone. How did you get to the point where you were able to do that?
Well, that's very touching. Thank you. I think we're every year getting better at it, right? And look, our job is hard, right? I mean, our job is to tell young people to stop doing what is easy and pleasurable and immediate. Right? Like, actually, stop playing the video game, stop watching pornography, get married before you have sex. Like, not exactly the easiest things to tell a young person, but actually those things are actually probably making them deeply unhappy at a more fundamental level. But yeah, look, we listen. Yeah. That's what we do at Turning Point, is we measure and we listen. And when your audience tells you that we're the most depressed, suicidal, alcohol-addicted, drug-addicted, and psychiatric drug-addicted generation in history, you should probably start talking about that. No,
absolutely. And then you just kind of touched on something that I thought was really interesting. You listen. Ever since I joined the conservative movement at the ripe old age of 21, it was a lot of talking at, not talking with. They always had a message to tell you, not a message to converse. It was always a monologue, not a dialogue.
Yeah, and those are two totally different words, right? I mean, dialogue is through reason, monologue is to reason, or singular reason, right? If you go back to the Greek. So yeah, I mean, the dialogue is really where you actually get to truth. Mm-hmm. And I mean, that's why at least for our campus tours, we spend more of our time with question and answer than me just talking. Disagreement goes to the front of the line. Anyway, so I appreciate the compliment. We do listen, and at the same time, if you listen and hear a bad idea, then you're like, okay, well, we're not going to do that, right? And I mean, we've been doing this for 10 years now. The Lord's been so good to us. We have an amazing team. I don't think they get the credit they deserve, honestly. I get to go around and take credit for it, which is really nice. But I mean, they work so hard. They're here at like 4 a.m. every day, making sure. I mean, these are like 25-year-old kids that are putting on this event. I just want to reemphasize that this world-class event is being put on by 25, 26, 27-year-old kids.
Yeah, it's buy-in for. Alex Clark, Paige Rue, all of these people coming together. Oh God, they're not just spectacular. They're knowledgeable and they're relatable. You picked these people for a reason, and I think that you see the value in young people and what they can offer. Conservatism, not just conservatism, it is the seeds that are being planted for the future of this country.
Yes.
And this is what you're primarily concerned with. You are trying to help these kids understand that it is okay to be mentally healthy. It's okay to be a patriot. It's okay to get married when you don't have to be this boss babe who chooses career.
No, you'll actually probably be miserable if you do that.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. There was that conversation I was witnessing between the scientist and this person, and the scientist, a woman scientist, was sitting there saying, "I'm watching all of these people on Facebook with their kids and their family, and they're having such warmth, and I'm here with my authored books and my
test tubes."
Yeah, exactly. Nothing. And she's like, please don't follow what I did. And I like the fact that this is what you're pushing. I think it's so important, man.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, look, it's also just nature. I mean, you have to overthink it. This is one of the most dangerous parts of modernity, is we feel as if we have to keep on recreating stuff. And no, actually, like Aristotle got it right. Like, these people were really smart.
Yeah.
And you'll be a happier person if you acknowledge that smarter people than you lived and died before you were born.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So what's next for TPUSA?
Yeah, I mean, we're expanding. We got Turning Point Academy up and running, which is really exciting. It's kind of our venture into elementary school and homeschooling and hybrid schooling, which is just amazing. And I think that the opportunity there is incredible. While AmericaFest is going on, we have our Educators Teacher Summit actually happening upstairs, 500 teachers from across the country, which is amazing, learning about how to actually communicate these ideas successfully. We have our Men's Summit, which is growing like crazy.
I was wondering when that was going to
It's
happen.
already up and running. Yeah, and so we've done 2 pilots. I'm announcing it on stage tonight. There's a booth, actually. Spencer runs it right there. Spencer does a great job. He runs our men's summit. It's totally different than the women's summit. It's in the wild.
Well, I would hope so, because the women's summit had a lot of,
Yes.
Taylor Swift.
No, the men's summit is not as expensive to put on. We deprive you of calories, sleep, break you down, and put you in the woods. And it's that madman who put it together, but it's good. What the men that have come through our men's summit say, life-changing, like finally understand my place in the world. It is from a biblical worldview, right? Where we break you down and you realize that no matter how hard you try, you're not going to get there, and that's why Jesus is necessary, right? However, in a way, if you're not persuaded by the Christian elements, there's so many other parts that will obviously be, helpful.
Yeah, letting men be men and learning that's okay to be men.
No, it's necessary. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Charlie Kirk, man, thank you so much for stopping by. Seriously.
I first met you at Blog Bash.
Yes, that was a
years ago.
long time ago.
Crazy?
Yeah, that is crazy, man.
You were always nice to me. So.
Oh, well,
thank you
I
for
try.
that.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Hey, everyone, stick around. We're going to have more.